I think compared to 2020, 2021, we really haven't seen sort of like a craziness, crypto fever
Not a
kind of
pervasive
gripping.
one.
The world is watching as the Bitcoin price, for the first time in history, breaks $100,000 per coin. And while the altcoin market has really just started to wake up, altcoin season is really how people get rich with crypto. But is now the best time to buy Bitcoin or altcoins to make the most money in 2025?
It's been a Bitcoin rally to this point. Ethereum is sort of, taking the off ramp. I mean, it's maybe participated in the last couple of days. Solana is really emerging. Meme coins are starting to heat up.
Yeah.
And so, but the altcoins, besides them, haven't really done anything so far.
Watch today's whole video. I want to show you a few charts. Highly recommend you watch today's entire video. But really looking at the data, altcoin season, which is when Bitcoin market dominance goes down, meaning altcoins gain dominance versus Bitcoin. Altcoin season happens in a relatively short time frame. So this is Bitcoin dominance versus the rest of the market dominance on the monthly scale. And notice, for example, from the bear market of 2018 to the bull market of last cycle, 2021, there was years and years and years of Bitcoin gaining dominance versus altcoins. And then altcoin season happened in the span of 4 bars, i.e. 4 months. So you will make the most money in the crypto market in the span of such a finite amount of time. And in this last week, has altcoin season begun? Because you may say, Austin, altcoin season appears to have started. I mean, weekly trading volume has started to rise. I can look at my portfolio today and see that altcoins have started to pop off. But really the key for me is, if you're trying to figure out when altcoin season starts, is really to figure out when you believe the Bitcoin price will top. If you believe $100,000 Bitcoin, maybe let's say to 120,000 BTC Bitcoin is the top, then yes, I could see this being the start of Bitcoin losing dominance to altcoins. And why is that? Well, first, let's hit the like button. If you believe you're getting value in today's video, click like. But 2, the path to altcoin season is a tale as old as time. The flow of money first moves into Bitcoin, causing prices to surge. We've clearly seen that through the last year, specifically through the US Bitcoin and global Bitcoin ETFs. Eventually, people start to feel a wealth effect. They start to say, hey, the gains I'm going to get in Bitcoin aren't going to be as much anymore. I want to look for other investments. That's when the money starts to flow into Ethereum and the large caps. And specifically for this cycle, we're almost sort of skipping Ethereum and just flowing to those large caps. Coins like Solana, coins like SWI have already started to outperform Bitcoin. That's this phase. And then phase 4, explosion. And even though $100,000 Bitcoin is monumental, you have people like Michael Saylor this cycle telling the world that 100K is nothing. I mean, literally, people like Michael Saylor, and I love this, it's pushing the Bitcoin price higher, yet prolonging altcoin season, is saying things like this.
What I'm saying is, if you have a chance to buy Manhattan for 60 guilders in 1626, you should buy it. But what I would say, which is deeper, is you could buy Manhattan real estate every decade for 300 years and always pay more than the previous guy paid, and it would still be a good idea. And that's because it's the greatest city in North America. Yeah. Everybody wants to do business there. There's a limited amount of land. It's a perfect rock, limited amount of land. So there's never a bad time to buy Manhattan.
But even if you look at this though, Louisiana, we bought it for $15 million, APR 6.3, payoff 12 trillion. California, 1848 for 18 million, 7.78 trillion. Alaska for 7.2 million in 1867. It's a trillion, 7.8. You're saying Bitcoin's going to be 240 trillion in 21 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As crazy as it sounds to some, investors aren't feeling the wealth effect for Bitcoin at 100K. Not all of them. They're actually feeling underweight Bitcoin.
It's very easily the way you say it. It's not a big deal to you.
I mean, look, the takeaway from that slide is the key to getting rich is by scarce, desirable property pay for it with fiat. I mean, how much is a guilder worth today?
And the thing is, because this Bitcoin cycle is largely institutionally driven, there's protocol to go through before they can officially buy, meaning a lot of big money hasn't even bought yet, as explained by founder and CEO of Bitwise, Hunter Horsley.
I think it is absolutely early days. And again, it's kind of hard to imagine it's been around for so long. But, I'll give you an example. We, as mentioned, serve thousands of wealth management teams across the country. The day after the election, one of my colleagues got an email from a client. And the subject line was, "It's time." And the content of the email was effectively that they want to go ahead and proceed with making a 1% allocation to Bitcoin. That hasn't even happened yet. I have a call later today with the CIO of a $50 billion plus firm, and they said it's time. And the next step is to write a white paper in Q1 of next year. So what we see across the board is traditional capital markets participants are activating, but most of that is still in front of us.
And if you're saying, Austin, if Bitcoin higher is so obvious, then who's selling? Lots of people wondering who's selling below 100K. The answer is all the traders who bought when we broke $72,000, betting it would gap up to 100K plus. So traders playing trader games, as well as the long-term holders of Bitcoin who always planned to sell at 100K. And to me, this is a good thing. Get the weak hands out, get the strong hands in, and the market is absorbing this sell pressure in real time. And looking at the altcoin season index, today we're nowhere close to altcoin season, we're at 43. But the secret truth that other channels won't share with you, I will, is you don't want to buy altcoins in altcoin season. You want to sell altcoins in altcoin season. You want to buy altcoins when they're low, at the end of Bitcoin season. This is just my personal opinion. Keep in mind, investing in cryptocurrency is extremely risky. Never invest money into altcoins specifically that you're not prepared to lose. That's always been my motto. But literally down here, this is when you want to buy Bitcoin. I believe now is the best time to buy altcoins. We're actually starting to see some of this accumulation. Ethereum's trading volume just exploded, up 85% in November, going from 3.84 billion to 7.13 billion mid-month. Looks like ETH ETFs and some post-Trump optimism are lighting things up. Also, we're seeing fundamental metrics like active addresses for the ETH L2s pick up. Metis absolutely dominating L2 growth, over 3,214% year-over-year growth in active addresses. Again, that's not price, that's fundamental active addresses. No other L2 even comes close. And of course, I encourage you to check back in. Make sure you really understand our past videos, urgent Bitcoin news we discussed, 5 coins to 5 million. Also, just 5 days ago, 10 coins to 10 million. Again, we are not financial advisors. My brother and I, we both run this channel. We cannot see the future, but we'll do the research. We'll bring you the data, we'll aggregate the coins that are actually building or have fundamental growth, and we'll bring that to you. That's why there's 1.5 million subscribers to this channel. That's also why our Altcoin Daily Instagram, linked down below, is about to hit 5,000 subscribers. Again, we do this naturally. I was actually reviewing one of our crypto trading tutorials we put out a few months ago, basically tips and tricks for beginners. And for me, I was sort of motivated to set some passive trades. This is the Solana price, for example. We're trading on Margex. And even though Solana just hit an all-time high, and this is a great tip, beginners lose money by not understanding this. But you would expect a coin like Solana, who just broke its all-time high, to immediately have price discovery, shoot up, gains immediate. But that's how beginners lose, because what the market does, experts or more experienced people or traders in this market, they use market sentiment to chop you up. Meaning, notice how the price for Solana is just chopping along. What this does, people's stop losses get triggered, and it takes you out of your positions before the big moves come. Me, what I did, and we can see an active order right here, don't be afraid to use the limit buy, not the market buy, which is immediate, the limit buy, which says, if the Solana price, it's a long shot, but if the Solana price corrects back down to this support, that's when my long will be triggered, and then ideally ride it up. Of course, only playing with money I'm willing to lose, and never keeping my coins on the exchange that I'm not trading, actively trading. But like always, see you tomorrow.